Class, this is your science teacher Miss Uruma and I am going to teach you chapter 13 sound. Okay, so sound. By this name you are very familiar. What is sound? Everything which make noise, okay, or the thing which you can hear is called as sound. Okay, so firstly you have to know where this sound come from, okay, how this sound is produced, okay, and how it reached to our ears. Okay, so in this chapter what you will learn, how sound is produced, okay, how it is propagates, okay, it means how it travels. All these things you will learn in this chapter. And one more thing you will learn in this chapter, how sound is being heard by us, okay, by which organ we used to hear sound. So let's start this chapter. So first of all we will learn about how sound is produced. So this thing you all should know, that sound is produced in the form of vibrations. Okay, so sound reaches to our ears in the form of vibrations, or we can say that sound travels in the form of waves to us. Okay, so sound is produced by vibrations. Okay, so any sound which we used to hear is formed in the form of vibrations, like the sound of any musical instrument, we can say, as we are speaking, so our voice, okay, our voice is also traveling in the form of vibrations, and the voice which someone is speaking, that voice also reaches to our ears in the form of vibrations. So we will learn about what are vibrations. Vibrations means movement of an object, okay, movement of any object in to and fro manner. To and fro means forward, backward, to and fro, like this. Have you seen a pendulum? Pendulum means which is present in the clock. Okay, have you seen that, which used to ring after 1 hour? So that is pendulum. So how pendulum used to move? It moves in the form of to and fro movement, like this. It will move like this. So this is pendulum. Okay. For example, this is pendulum, we can say. So how it moves? It will move like this, in to and fro manner. First of all it will move here, then it will move here. Okay, so this is the movement of a pendulum. So pendulum, the movement in a to and fro motion is called as vibrations. Okay, so in this type of motion an object move in equal distances. For example, if it is moving 2 centimeter here, then it will move 2 centimeter here. Okay, it moves in both the direction in same distance. Okay, but its initial position will remains the same here. When it will move there, then here, like a pendulum, firstly it will go there, then here, and then again come to its original position, or we can say the initial position. Okay, so this is the initial position of the pendulum. Now the sound waves which are produced by any object, okay, when they vibrate they reaches to our ears. Okay, any sound wave, all the sounds, like we are making sounds, so sound are reaching to our ears in the form of waves. So first of all they will form vibrations and then they will reach to our ears. First of all, any wave is there, so firstly it will vibrate, in a vibrating manner it will reach to our ears. Understood everyone, what is vibrations and how sound reaches to our ears? Okay, so now, okay, so next topic is how sound propagates. Propagates means how it move in a forward direction. So this we will learn. See, whenever a sound is produced, okay, whenever sound is made, then what will happen? It will move in the form of compression and rarefaction. Compression means the particle will be closer to each other, and rarefaction means they are far away from each other. So this is called as compression and this is rarefaction. Okay, so sound travels, it will propagates in the form of compressions and rarefactions. As you can see, this diagram is given. In this, these are the compressions and these are the rarefactions. Okay, so sound is traveling in the form of compressions and rarefactions. This is a spring. Okay, so see how the voice is reaching to our ears. For example, if one person, these are two persons. Okay, these are two persons. If this person is speaking, so sound particles are, he is releasing sound particles. Okay, so these are the sound particles, we can say. So the sound particle which is closer to the person's mouth who is speaking, like I am speaking now, so the sound particle which is closer to me, okay, it will take the sound from me. Okay, first of all the sound will reach to this particle, then it will transfer the sound to other particles like this. It will transfer and then it will reach to the person. Okay, then it will reach to the other person. Like this sound is being traveled. So first of all, when a person releases the voice, okay, then this particle will act as a compression. Okay, then it will transfer to other particle, then it will become rarefaction and the other particle will become compression. So in simple words you can say that the particles which are holding the sound, okay, they are form compressions, they will form compressions, and the particle which are releasing sound, they form rarefactions. Understood everyone? So now we will talk about how sound travel through vacuum. Okay, vacuum, because sound used to travel from solids also, it used to travel from liquid also, it used to travel from gases also. So now we will study about how sound used to travel in a vacuum. Vacuum means empty space. Okay, so how sound produced in an empty space, we will learn about this. So in vacuum, vacuum is an empty space. Okay, so vacuum is an empty space. So can you say that the sound used to travel in vacuum also? No, because sound needs particles to travel. Okay, if particles are not present in any medium, then how will sound travel? So sound cannot travel through vacuum because particles are not present. So understood everyone? The sound can travel from gases, from liquids, from solids, but it cannot travel through vacuum because vacuum contains no particles. Now next topic is characteristics of sound. What are the characteristics or qualities of sound? So these are, you all know that sound travel through a medium in the form of compressions and rarefactions. Okay, so the collection of compression and rarefaction is called as sound waves. Okay, so sound waves are collection of the compressions and rarefactions. So now we will see the characteristics of sound. These are, so characteristics of sounds are amplitude, wavelength and frequency. What is amplitude? In simple words we can say that amplitude means height. Okay, see, these are the waves. So waves used to travel in this manner. These are the waves. Okay, this bulging part is called as the trough. T-R-O-U-G-H. This bulging part is called as the trough and this part is called as crest. Okay, so wave used to travel in trough and crest. Okay, so the height of any trough